Hey ho friends, and welcome to my weekly wax meltdown. Every week I go through what I have warmed in my house for home fragrance and give you my thoughts. I always start with Scentsy because I am a lover of all things Scentsy and I am an independent Scentsy consultant. So if you need a consultant, all my information will be in the description box below, along with all types of wealth of information. So always check that description box out to see what's there. Let's start with Scentsy's currently available scents that I went through in the last week. I warmed a bar of Paradise Petals. This is Neroli Orange Zest and Tropical White Blooms. This is a brand new scent for our current catalog, and it's a home run for me. It is heavy on that neroli scent with the white blooms. Even if you don't really love floral fragrances, I think you should give this a try. It can kind of also lean a little bit towards like a suntan oil or lotion, but it's a beautiful kind of orangey bright scent, floral scent that's not heavy on the powdery floral, and it's a strong performer in my house as well. We have Sparkling Magnolia. This was from the Mother's Day collection recently. It's violet, magnolia, and a spritz of sparkling citrus. This is a great scent. I say it like that because it's super light for me. I don't know if this is just one of those nemesis scents that I can't smell and other people can smell it fine. I warmed this entire bar in this average size room among 3 warmers. One here that's in front of me, I have one up there, and then of course the one that's back here as well. I could barely smell it. I love it. Maybe as it cures it will get stronger. It won't be going in my Scentsy club though. It's kind of a feminine and masculine type scent. I know Ashley here on YouTube also thinks that as well. It's not really the first thought that came to my mind until I heard her say that. So I think that citrus note that they mention is actually bergamot, because for me at least, that can sometimes lean to the masculine cologne type note. But don't write this off as a cologne type note, because it's definitely not. It's just the best blend of both worlds. Very unique, just super light for me. Try that while it's still available and let me know what you think in the comments. Next, excuse me, we'll go through what I have in my Scentsy Club. If you don't know what Scentsy Club is, it's a great auto ship or subscription service, totally customizable, but the best absolute perk is getting bars, the scents that you love in bar form, even after they discontinue. So we had Ocean in a Bring Back My bar not too long ago, and I put it in my Scentsy Club because I wanted to keep getting it. So even though it's not generally available, Scentsy still makes it for me and anyone else who put it in their club. So if you want to know more about that, check out my website. At the top, you'll see a Scentsy Club. Click on that. Wealth of information, probably answers any question you could have. But if not, feel free to reach out to me to ask any questions. So Ocean is cool and refreshing aquatic notes deepened with water lilies and ocean breezes. And this is definitely an aquatic type scent. It's got some saltiness to it, but it's got this fresh air note that could lean a bit masculine. This, if you ever see this in the laundry products, a lot of times Scentsy will put laundry products in this scent in like the clearance or flash sales or whatever. Grab something in this and give it a try. I wish they would bring it back, at least in laundry. So good. Anyway, The bar performance is very strong. It does well in my large living room with high ceilings. So if that sounds like something, keep an eye out for that. It does also come back fairly often in the Bring Back My Bar. Don't take my word for it, but I think it's pretty popular, and it gets voted back every few years maybe, or maybe double that. But anyway, just stick around with Scentsy and a lot of these real popular scents kind of come back. That's the great thing about Bring Back My Bar, right? Speaking of, I ordered the Bring Back My Bar consultant bundle that we can order before June when it launches. June, we've got Bring Back My Bar month, where there are 25 cents returning. So keep an eye out for that. I ordered my bundle yesterday. I'm filming this actually on Tuesday, in case you're wondering. Because I usually put this up now super early on Wednesday mornings. But anywho, yeah, I ordered my Bring Back My Bar consultant bundle of the 21 of each of the 25 cents that's coming back in June. I haven't smelled most of those, so I'm really excited about some new scents. Contrary to what I just said about same scents come back, this one was really good. For me, I think I've only smelled maybe one or two that's coming back in June, so thumbs up to the voting process. Next in my club, I've got ambrosia. This is basically an ambrosia salad. It's pineapple, mandarin, orange, pear, Concord grape, jam, and fruit nectar. So this is, yes, it's a fruit punch type scent, but that's not all it is. For me, that grape sets this apart from any fruit punch that I've ever smelled before. I love it. Obviously, it's in my club, so yes, I love it. I don't foresee this getting kicked out anytime soon from my club. I wish actually I would have put more in there. I get one every 6 months. I can either move up my club to go every month, to come to me every month, or I could move it to go every quarter. But I can't increase the amount of bars. So, you know, and when you move them to different shipping frequencies, it's everything. You can't do it individually. I wish Scentsy would let us do it individually. Maybe one day. So that's ambrosia. It does do very well in my open, large living room, high ceilings. So I would consider that one a strong one. And the last one that's in my current club is Vitamin S for Soothe. This was recently out in the All Is Well collection. It's driftwood, water lily, and sea minerals. And oh, if you can't tell, I love the fresh scents. This is super fresh, a little bit of saltiness. It reminds me of Soarin' at Disney World when you're on the ride, that scent that they pump into the theater when you're going over the ocean. Oh, I have 2 of these coming to me every 2 months in that club. And next we've got a few that are not currently available, and I don't have them in my club. I've got 2 Spring Forward, and this is, it says, if sunshine had a scent, it would be this burst of Italian bergamot, raspberry jam, and cedarwood. I wouldn't call this a sunshine scent. As a matter of fact, I would consider one of the Bring Back My Bars that's coming next month in June a sunshine scent, and it's called, I think, My Only Sunshine. But this one is a little more fruity, definitely fruity sweetness, but I do get that bergamot that gives it a little, and that cedarwood that gives it a little brightness and also a little woodsiness, just very little in the background. Very nice. Really like that one. I had it in my club for a couple of processes, so I have a few bars stocked up. I would say that one's a medium throw. I wouldn't put it in a large area, but it does do well in this size. Next, I've got Raspberry Lollipop. Really loved this one from the recent Easter bundle. It's raspberry puree, crystallized sugar, and vanilla extract. Super sweet. Very nice. It's exactly raspberry puree with lots of sugar. It smells like a lollipop. I compare this to Yankee Candle's cranberry chutney, sorry. And because it basically reminds me of that, but in a raspberry form. So I love that one. It's just not quite the performer I wish it was. So I do have a few backup bars, but I did not keep it in my club. And then looks like the last Scentsy bar we have to talk about is Baymax Would You Like a Hug? This is strawberry, raspberry, whipped marshmallow, and sweet sugar. So for me, there's just something a little weird in here. I think it's just a super artificial. I don't know if it's the strawberry or the marshmallow that's giving it that super artificial type scent to me, but it doesn't really smell like any of those things to my nose. I know some people really love this. I have a few more bars left. Maybe my nose will change and I'll love it down the road. Who knows? But does anyone experience that? Like, since I really loved a couple years ago, I'm not super huge fan of now, or like, and the opposite. Some that I didn't, really love come back and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I not love this before? And I love it now. So you just never know with scents. That's the thing, your scent preferences change over time. And anyway, okay, I was about to say real quick, but we know it's not going to be real quick. So now I have some, I guess we'll consider these vendor or store wax. Anyway, some of them are online. Kaes scented melts. I have 4 different scents that I use this week. I have bourbon, strawberry, and vanilla. This is a dupe of the Bath and Body Works, I believe. Bourbon, vanilla, garden strawberry, apricot, nectar compared to Bath and Body Works. I did really enjoy this, and I got a little bit of all of that. Fairly light for me, though. And this is not new. I've had this, I would dare to say, a year at least. Yeah, I get kind of like a, garden of strawberry and apricot and bourbon. I don't get any bourbon, but, and a little vanilla. So it's a fruitiness, not, no alcohol note to it or anything like that. It was just super light for me. Next, I've got American Cream. And this is a dupe of Lush. This is cream and honey with vanilla, milk, strawberry, and citrus, and notes of lavender and clary sage. Ooh, lots of notes. I love, love, love this. It's a very creamy lavender, I would say, with a little bit of like milk and just a little bit of strawberry to sweeten it up. Oh, I love that. When I order from Kaes again, I won't say if because I probably will. When I order from Kaes again, I'm going to get probably some of the Kaes cuts, which is like, I think 8 or 16 ounce options. And it's a baggie of just squares that they already have cut up for you. That's the way I'm going to go on these that I know that I've tried and I love. Next, I've got Raindrops. And as you can see, I've only used half of this. This is, well, it doesn't actually give notes. It says, if you love the smell of a sunny day after a spring rain, you will love this fragrance. It's a K House blend. And I got this because I love Super Tarts Rain, just Rain, and pretty much everything it's mixed with. So I was kind of hoping that this would be similar. It's not, but it is a good kind of dewy type scent. It's nice. But probably not one that I will get again from Kaes. I actually mixed this half of it with half of the American cream, but it kind of took over the American cream. So I won't do that mix again. We'll see. I've got a few other scents that I'll try it with. Next is clothespins. And I use this whole one up. It says fresh, clean laundry. That's all it says. It says fresh, clean laundry. So for me, call me crazy, clothespins reminds me of a combination of ivory soap and mothballs. That's what it smells like. Ivory soap and mothballs is what that. And what's funny too is it kind of reminds me of my grandmother's house. Anyway, it was nice. I might would try it again, just kind of for a blender to blend with some other stuff. But so that's all on Kaes. I have a single one from Kringle. This is Coffee Shop. It says caramel, coffee, mocha, vanilla, sweet, caramel, hazelnut, gourmand, and nutty. This for me was, I thought something was burning. Yep. I put it in the big open concept area. Was working in the office just down the hall from that room. And I thought something was burning. So, yeah, I won't be getting that one again. It was strong though. So, that's good. I don't remember if I said the strength. I don't remember if I said the strength on the Kaes, but clothespins was pretty strong. Raindrops, medium. American cream and the bourbon vanilla, fairly light. Okay, on to, oh, and if you're interested in trying anything Kringle, I have an affiliate discount code that's in the description box below for you to get 15% off. It is the same as my channel name, Melt It Michelle, for 15% off at Kringle Candle. I know right now they're having a sale on the wax melts that's buy two, get one free. I think they also have several sales on candles going on right now. There's pretty much always a sale of something on their website, and most of the time my affiliate code, discount code, will still work with those sales. So check that out if you're interested. Next I've got Goose Creek Lavender de France. Like the way I said it. This is fresh French lavender, mid notes of green leaves, sparkling citrus, base notes of bright woods. So I saw Marcy Waxy recently here on YouTube. I think it was one of her Saturday videos, and this was one of the scents that she had melted, and I was like, ooh, I have one of those, and I know I love that scent. So I went and grabbed it this week and melted it, and I love it. I just wish their wax was, I know I've said this, I just wish their wax was softer. It seems really messy for me, and my Scentsy warmers don't do very well. Keep in mind I'm in Southeast Texas, so it's hot already here, and we're running air conditioners and we're running ceiling fans. So that definitely, especially with Scentsy warmers, will affect how well the wax melts and how well the scent will throw. Anyway, so I wish at least their wax was a little softer, and that would help everything. All right, let's see. Next, we'll go with this one, Weekend Ready. I got this one at Big Lots. Did not even know that there was wax at Big Lots. I got this one and one other one. I figured I would give it a try. It's from Essential Elements, a candle light company. It says contains 100% pure CBD oil. It was in scent ginger and turmeric. So this was nice. It was, you know, ginger and turmeric are a bit kind of spicy, but not like a cinnamon spicy. They're their own type of spicy. Anyway, was just a bit too spicy for me. And as far as performance, it did light. I had it in this room and in a smaller bedroom. It did okay. I mean, you know, if that's a type of scent you're interested in, give it a try. The wax itself was a little softer, at least softer than the Goose Creek's wax. Okay. Also, Kringle wax is soft, kind of like Scentsy wax. So really, I like theirs for that fact too. And then the last kind of random is from Fusion, Soft Cotton. And this is, I think I tried to, oh, maybe I didn't. I thought I tried to get the scent note. There it is. Scent notes, cotton, rose, ambered violet, and white musk. I love this one. I just wish this wax was softer. It's so messy. I know. I have 2 of those little like silicone things to melt them in to make the wax not so messy on these. I just don't feel like it gets warm enough, especially for a hard wax, to do well. Not in a Scentsy warmer, because Scentsy warmers are of course made for Scentsy wax. They're not made for these other brands, you know. And Scentsy's wax melts at a very, what would you call it, low temperature, I guess, versus some of these other super hard waxes. Anyway, that was off on a little trail there. But anyway, I love the Soft Cotton. Fusion is also Sensational brand and Ambi-Scents. All the same company, and a lot of times the scents are the same. They may just have a slightly different name. Sometimes I even have the same on the cover. Not in this case, but I got this at HEB here, where we get groceries. And I just grab one every now and then because I know I love it so much. Next, I've got some Yankee. I feel like I'm talking too much today, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, I got some Yankee. So if you saw my video this past Saturday, I went to a Yankee store a couple weeks ago and picked up some wax melts that I didn't even know existed at Yankee. Here's what they look like. And they were in, actually, let me show you the back of this one. You can see they're in big cubes, but they're not very thick. This one is in bright pomelo and amber. And I think I have scent notes. Yeah. White musk, aromatic, red fruit, pomelo, jasmine, banana leaf, oriental notes, blonde, white musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. So this is kind of like, I guess, a pomelo with a juicy redness fruit to it, a red fruit to it. But it's all very soft. I do get the banana leaf. I do get like an oriental type musky note with this, a woodsy type note. Again though, this wax is kind of hard, so it didn't do great in all of my warmers at melting. But I did enjoy the scent. I had this one actually because I thought it would be super strong. I had put this one in the large living room, high ceiling, and it did okay. Like, if I would like just a scent that you can kind of barely smell when you walk into the room, that's the type of scent it was in that big room. Which is not usually, I want something stronger. So I would say it's a good medium to strong, because it did hold up in that big room. Next, I got Renewing Coconut and Iris. And this is Watery Ozone, Pink Cotton Flower, Agave, Sun Poppy, Coconut Water, White Iris, Blonde Woods, Violet Leaf, Sandalwood, and Amber. And I would say this, what stands out most for me on this one is the coconut, but it's this nice creamy coconut. And now that I think about it, pretty much anything with coconut to my nose kind of leans toward like a suntan lotion. But this is a great creamy coconut with a little bit of that iris note to it. It's not powdery in any way though. And it's not really woodsy. It just adds, I mean, just a hint of that woodsiness. Very nice. I really like this scent. It may do better for me in the winter time though, so I might hang on to those that I have left. We'll see. I don't like hanging on to stuff once I start the clamshell though, so we'll see. Okay, now, candles. Finally done with the wax. We'll go to candles next. And I have quite a few. I think one of these actually is from week before last that I forgot to do. I forgot to grab to mention in last week's video. But it is Bath & Body Works Black Chamomile. Absolutely. I love this scent. Love this scent. It's just so light in this candle for some reason. And scent notes are basically bergamot and chamomile. Yeah, bergamot and chamomile. It's not super masculine from that bergamot. The chamomile is a great, smooth, calming scent. You can't get this candle now, but who was it? It was Kaes. Kaes Scented Melts. Her version of the black chamomile is spot on and even better, I think. It performs better for sure. So if you want to try something like that, definitely recommend Kaes Black Chamomile. And the next one I have is Rose Ganache by DW Home. And I'm sure I bought this at either like a TJ Maxx or Home Goods. And this, like I said before, I'm not a huge floral fan, but for some reason, when floral is mixed with like a bakery or a sweet marshmallow or something like that, I love it. And that's what this one is. It's different than Pink Petal Tea Cake for sure. You definitely get rose. It's not super powdery. It is super sweet, and I would say, so the name says ganache, and that's exactly what I would say that sweetness is from. It's not marshmallow necessarily. It's not just a straight sugar. It's more of a ganache, like a kind of combination of all of it, you know? Very nice. Every time I see one, a rose ganache, any size, I buy it. I think I've shown y'all, actually in maybe one of my Candle Like It's 2022 mini series that I did, I think I showed my giant rose ganache that I have, and that's at least about halfway down. Anyway, moving on. Next candle I have is Pink Pineapple Sunrise from Bath & Body Works. I think this is currently available. It's very nice and bright. Sweet pink pineapple, palm sugar, sun-drenched nectar. Very nice. Yep. You get a little bit of all of that. And the pink pineapple is much sweeter. Very nice. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I don't burn candles. I don't use the wicks. I put them either in a candle crock or under a candle lamp. And if you have any questions, I did a whole mini series, like I mentioned earlier, on both of those, candle crocks, candle lamps. We looked at every one of them that I have to kind of talk about options and things like that. So if you're curious, I will try to leave a link down below. Otherwise, I know I have a playlist that you can check out with those 4 in that series. And another Bath & Body Works Hibiscus Waterfall, or Waterfalls. Really great, strong, long-lasting scent. It's tropical hibiscus, sweet peach nectar, fresh waterfall mist. Yeah. And if you didn't know too, the lids have the scent in them. So even though the wax, you can see this one's cracked when it cooled. Even if the wax doesn't have any scent, usually, at least by the time I do these, the candle lid still has scent. Nice, kind of aquatic, obviously. I would not say this leans masculine. Almost leans floral. Very nice. Very strong, long lasting, like I said. And the last candle, if you stayed this long, please give me a thumbs up. I forgot to say that earlier. And also subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. At some point, I will be able to use that community tab in YouTube to let you know when things launch or when I find special finds. Until then, for sure though, follow me also on Instagram at Melted Michelle, because I found basically a pink petal tea cake dupe at Kohl's, and I, right there in the store, took pictures and posted it and did all the hashtags I could think of so people would know that, you know, that it's there. And then this past weekend, I think I found 2 candle crocks that are not usually available anymore from Candle Warmers, etc. brand. I found those on Boscov's, I think is how you say it. Anyway, so I may have bought another couple candle crocks, but anyway, but I posted that on my Instagram page because I can't use the community thing on YouTube yet. Anywho, today is rambly. I'm sorry. Next I have Huntington Home Blood Orange Persimmon. And this brand is at Aldi's. This is my first Aldi wax purchase. I got another candle in like something grapefruit, and I got a couple waxes as well. Anyway, they'll be in my weekly meltdowns if they haven't already been. But, so you can see in this one, totally melted. The wicks are pretty much gone. This candle though, I think it was like $5. Maybe even less than $5. Anyway, for what I paid for it, this thing was kicking. I mean, I could smell it into my bedroom, which is down the hall. I usually do not smell candles in the candle crock that I had this in that far away. I could smell this throughout the entire house from one candle crock, and it also lasted for days and days where I could smell it that good. So, will I be buying candles from Aldi again? Yes, I will. All right, that wraps it up for this week. I'm hoping that Saturday I will have, or maybe sooner, that I will have my Bring Back My Bar bundle for those scents that are going to launch to the general public on June 1st. And we will do our first sniffs with them, and I'll let you know what I think. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.